If you're looking for an adjustable bed, like what I'm sitting on now, you've landed in the right place. Hello, I'm Lee Carter and I'm president of Sleep Essentials. Sleep Essentials is a company I started about 15 years ago selling mattresses and adjustable beds. And I've learned a lot in 15 years, and that's what I'm going to share with you. Now, when choosing an adjustable bed, there's tons of features to choose from. And you need to know about the different features, different things that the bed will do to determine whether or not it's going to work for you. And secondly, the most important piece of the puzzle of an adjustable bed is the mattress. And I'm going to demonstrate to you that as well. Now, it's very important that you, if you're also looking for a mattress, to take a look at my mattress education video. The mattress education video, I'm going to teach you about mattresses, what's the most durable, most natural. I'm going to teach you about the chemicals and all that. Very important that you see that. I'm not going to cover all that in this video. This is mainly about adjustable beds. But the mattress is very important. You could go into a lot of mattress stores, furniture stores, look at adjustable beds, and they're going to show you a real thick mattress, because consumers today think their mattress has to look really, really thick. And I want to demonstrate that does not work on an adjustable bed. 8 or 9 inch thick mattress is the ideal thickness for an adjustable bed, okay? And I'm going to demonstrate that. Now, what I'm on now is the Leggett and Platt Classic Escape adjustable bed. The reason it's called Classic is because it was called the Escape, but now they've come out with the Escape 2.0. 2.0 means second generation. 2.0 has some new features and it has some drawbacks. My best seller of adjustable beds by far is this model I'm on right now. And the reason is because this model is a full wall hugger. Now, if you see at the foot of the bed, there's a huge gap between the foot of the adjustable bed and the footboard. This one's laying flat and you see the difference in the distance at the footboard. What has happened is as you raise the head of the bed up, this bed has moved backwards. That keeps you closer to your nightstand. Very important feature. Now, every model except for this model by Leggett and Platt that's advertised as a wall hugger is actually half a wall hugger. So if you go on Leggett Platt's website, it's going to say this model, like the Prodigy, like the Escape 2.0, they're going to be referred to as wall huggers. They're actually half wall huggers. This one moves back a full 11 inches when you raise the head to its fullest height. The other models that are called wall huggers move back 6.5 inches. And it's a difference of 4.5 inches. Well, every inch is going to matter when you're trying to reach your nightstand for your remote control or a book or drink. So the full wall hugger becomes quite handy. Now, what has happened is Leggett and Platt has started trying to get the prices lower on their beds while offering you more features. And you're going to find some of those features are not all that handy, not all that useful. You'll find that you won't use them. And I'll illustrate all that with you. But what you will use if you're sitting up in bed every night is you will use being able to reach your nightstand much easier. So that's the reason why this is the best seller by far by me, is because of this full wall hugger feature. I'm going to demonstrate to you a non-wall hugger adjustable and a really thick mattress to demonstrate that how the mattress matters and how the wall hugger will affect your ability to reach the nightstand. Now, this particular model, the Escape, the Classic Escape, in addition to being a full wall hugger, has 2 programmable positions. There's 2 buttons in this remote. You can program in your favorite watching TV position. You have a second button to program in your favorite sleeping position. You also have a 1 button, flattens it out. You hit that button, the bed goes flat for you in the morning, or when you're ready to stop watching TV and go to sleep, you want to flatten it out. 1 button flattens it out. This bed comes with massage. Now, I can tell you from selling these beds for a long time, 9 out of 10 people couldn't care less about it vibrating. But it does come with this model. I know a lot of people contact me and they say, can I get a full wall hugger? I don't need the massage. They're thinking they're going to get it cheaper, which, logically you would. But you're only going to get the full wall hugger in the Classic Escape, and the Classic Escape comes with massage. Massage means it vibrates down here at your legs and vibrates up here at your torso area, They're independently controlled, and each has 3 different intensity settings. It just means it vibrates faster. Now there is the classic Escape Plus. I don't typically sell it. The only difference in this and the Plus is it has a light underneath the bed with a button on the remote to turn lights on. Now some salesmen may tell you that this is nice to highlight the floor when you need to go to the restroom in the middle of the night or something like that. Well, the reality is that if you're sleeping in a pitch dark room, you got to first find your remote control before you can turn the light on. Most people who know that they've got to get up in the middle of the night already have a night light in the room that illuminates the floor. So why pay extra for a light under the bed, for that, when you have to find the remote, okay? So I don't typically sell the Escape, Classic Escape Plus. Mostly sell just the Classic Escape. Both are full wall huggers, everything else is identical, just the light difference. Alright, well I want to show you now another Leggett and Platt bed that is not a wall hugger and has the wrong mattress on it. To demonstrate what happens with the wrong mattress, you'll really appreciate this information. So let's go there. Okay, now I want to demonstrate to you a model of adjustable bed that is not a wall hugger at all. Now I'm laying flat here, and of course I can reach my nightstand because it's flat. Not a problem. Now watch what happens when I raise the head of the bed up. This is not a wall hugger, so I'm going to get comfortable here. Now what I'm on right now is the Leggett and Platt Falcon 2.0. The Falcon is an extremely nice adjustable bed, but it is not a wall hugger. And in fact, the only feature it has is raise the head and the feet. Okay, I'm raising the head now. I'm going to raise the feet up a little bit. It makes it a little more comfortable. I'm also demonstrating this on a. I'm demonstrating this with a type of mattress that you need to be wary of or concerned with. Okay, now raise the head, feet up just a little bit. All right, now the head is all the way up. I'm watching TV. I can't reach my nightstand. Okay, 2 things. This is not a wall hugger. The Escape, Classic Escape, in the same thing, basically would have been 11 inches closer to my nightstand. Okay, I can actually reach my nightstand, whereas I can't in this one. The other thing is that this mattress is about 12 inches thick. Now, the thicker the mattress, the more you have behind your back, the more you're going to be sitting forward when you're sitting up. And if you're really tall, your feet will sit off the edge of the bed if your mattress is too thick. And that extra thickness is extra thickness that's keeping you from your nightstand. So I wanted to demonstrate that to you so that you understand what the wall hugger really is going to do for you. Now, if you had any other model by Leggett and Platt that's advertised as a wall hugger, you would at least be 6.5 inches closer than this model, but you're still not going to be as close as the Leggett and Platt Classic Escape. So that's how I demonstrate that, is by giving you a thick mattress and a non-wall hugger. You can see I can't reach that nightstand. I mean, literally I got to turn to get to it. So there's the difference. Now, as far as adjustable beds go, this is the Falcon by Leggett and Platt, the Falcon 2.0. Very nice bed. Lifts the feet, raises the head of the bed. That's all it does. No programmable positions, no massage. Though this model does have a light under the bed on the remote, a little light button. It comes with it, and it has a flat button when you're ready to flatten it out. But other than that, it's fairly inexpensive. With low features. The more features you get, the more you pay, obviously, and so forth. Now, this Falcon 2.0 does come with the adjustable legs, so you don't have to buy accessory legs. Very nice bed for the money. Now, I want to caution you. There's lots of companies out there. Actually, you'll probably see one of these advertisements. Come and buy our mattress, and we'll give you a free adjustable bed. A $600 value we give to you for free. Well, these adjustable beds that they're giving away from free are 100% made in China, and they are the bottom of the barrel in quality. I actually had a gentleman tell me that he bought one of those adjustable beds for $600, I think it was. He said it was broke in 3 days. There's a race to the bottom. There's a race to see how cheaply they can make the adjustable beds just to get the sale. I mean, the goal is just get a sale. And they're making their money off the mattress. Obviously, if they can throw the adjustable bed in, they're making all their money on the mattress. They're making up for the cost of the adjustable bed with the mattress. Sounds really, really good, but they're giving you the bottom of the barrel in quality adjustable bed. This is the Falcon 2.0. This is the lowest grade, I think, that you should buy. And it's still very reasonably priced. If you just need a little elevation, let's say you don't watch TV, you don't read in bed, you just need a little elevation for sleeping. You know, obviously, wall hugging won't be important. You don't need the Escape. The Falcon 2.0 may be all you need, and you're getting quality. So I recommend the Falcon if that's all you're after. If you're going to sit up in bed, obviously, if you're going to read or watch TV, you want to be closer to your nightstand. Because, you know, obviously, if I'm only raising the head of this bed up, say, halfway, let's say you're going to sleep with this bed basically about zero gravity. Zero gravity is basically the head lifted about halfway and the feet lifted about halfway. Now, you're going to have people advertise to you that, oh, well, this bed comes with zero gravity. Don't pay any attention to that. I'll tell you what that is shortly. But obviously, if the head of the bed's not way up, you can still reach your nightstand. So you need to evaluate those things, how you're going to use the bed. All right, now I want to demonstrate to you the Escape 2.0 Plus. 2.0 means second generation. I've already shown you the classic Escape. I've shown you the Falcon to demonstrate the wall hugger. I'm going to demonstrate now the Escape 2.0 Plus. So come with me there. Okay, now I'm on the Leggett and Platt Escape 2.0 Plus. The 2.0 means it's second generation. And the main thing that means for you is this is called a wall hugger. If you go on Leggett Platt's website, this is referred to as a wall hugger bed. But unlike the wall hugger that I showed you with the classic Escape, this is half a wall hugger. Moves back about 6.5 inches, not a full 11 like the classic Escape. And what they've done is they've made this bed cheaper so they can offer you a few more bells and whistles. Bells and whistles that you may like, however, most of my customers don't care for. One of those bells and whistles is USB ports. They're kind of over the edge and down under the side edge of this bed. You can barely reach them. You can reach them, but if you got a real thick mattress, which is what this is, it's a little tough to reach. You know, if you get one of my 9-inch mattresses, it'd be a little easier to reach. Most of my customers find they're not going to use USB ports. Has an underbed light, LED light with a light switch on the remote. Like I said, like I mentioned earlier, you're probably not going to use the lights under the bed, but it comes with this bed standard. It is this bed, the Plus in the Escape 2.0 Plus. The Plus means that you can control it with an app on your phone. So I can lift the bed and lower the bed with this simply by the app on my phone. It works through Bluetooth. Very convenient. No reason why most people would just use the remote control on the nightstand. It has massage, but it has the wave feature. The classic Escape did not have a wave. Now what that means is it vibrates down here, then it vibrates up here, then it goes back down. It has 3 different speeds. With the app on the phone, you've got more programmable positions. The remote control, you've got 2. 2's probably all you'll ever need. Lock feature, you can lock out the kids, the grandkids, keep them from messing with the bed. The app on the phone also has a few extra features that obviously you won't get with the remote control. They have a zero gravity button on this. Now let me tell you something about zero gravity. It is not a specifically defined position. And how I know that is I used to sell a model by Leggett and Platt a few years ago that had a zero gravity button, and I discovered that the zero gravity button when you pushed it, it put the bed in different positions. You know, like for example, I deliver one to a customer's house, put in zero gravity, so a slightly different position than one I sold earlier or one that I had on my showroom floor. And that button was reprogrammable as a third programmable position. So what I figured out is they raise the head, that feet of the bed halfway up, they raise the head halfway up, they plug it into the zero gravity button. That's what they call zero gravity. Zero gravity is primarily used as a marketing tool for, you know, the retailer. They know if you put you in the legs halfway up and the head halfway up by pushing that zero gravity button, they know that the consumer that's looking at mattresses and adjustable beds are going to ooh and ah over that position. You're more likely to sell it. That's the purpose of zero gravity. Zero gravity is not scientifically or officially designed what that is. Basically, it's the legs and the head halfway up. That's all that is. You can reprogram zero gravity in this. A lot of people think, well, that's great, it's got zero gravity. The snore feature, oh, it's got a snore button, just moves the bed a little bit. I just hit snore, the head's going to go down to a certain position. Just changes positions. You can reprogram the snore position to a different position. So instead of having 2 memories, you actually have 4 memories. They're just called snore and zero gravity. Let me raise this back up because it's getting too low. The Escape is not as quiet as the classic Escape. This makes a little more noise when you move it. That's kind of nice to have a quieter bed so you don't wake up your spouse. And you know, when you move the bed in the middle of the night, the quieter it is, the less likely you are to wake someone up. But what has happened is, by giving you all these extra little features, the USB ports and the lights and the app control, they had to get the expense of producing this somewhere. So they took it out of the framework. The Escape 2.0 is now what's called a compressed frame. It's a cheaper framework. There's less steel in it. Think of it that way. But the drawback is it's now not a full wall hugger. And of course they're hoping the consumers don't know the difference between a full wall hugger like the classic Escape and the Escapes or the Prodigies they make now, which are technically what I call half wall huggers. Anyhow, very, very good bed for the price. Sweet little bed, works well, very dependable. It's a Leggett and Platt, made in Kentucky, so good quality bed. Just not a full wall hugger, and that's the real thing that's going to probably satisfy most of my customers. At least that's been the case in the past. Hope that's been helpful. You now know about the Escape 2.0 Plus. Also, there's an Escape 2.0. The only difference between the 2.0 and 2.0 Plus is app control on your phone, and they make an Escape furniture style. Just means it has a decorative, somewhat decorative furniture style around it rather than being a foundation style. So those are the 3 Escapes. 2.0 means second generation's half wall hugger. That's all you need to know. Classic Escape is your full wall hugger. Hope that's been helpful. Okay, this is the Prodigy 2.0 Comfort Elite by Leggett and Platt. The Comfort Elite is the highest end model made by Leggett and Platt. Like the name implies, 2.0 means half a wall hugger. So this is a wall hugger as you raise the head of the bed up, but it only moves back 6.5 inches, unlike the classic Escape, which moves back 11. But this bed has a whole lot more features that the Leggett and Platt Escape does not, and up and above the Escape 2.0. The Prodigy 2.0 is, you have USB ports. Now the USB ports are down here under the side. Now it's a little bit tough to reach and feel your way to it. Now they got to kind of tuck it up underneath the side of it, obviously, to keep you from breaking it off. If you lower the head of the bed and you've got side rails on this thing, when you lower it, it would break it off if it weren't tucked up underneath. But being tucked underneath, you can't reach it. This bed has pillow tilt, which the Escape 2.0 doesn't have, and because it's a Comfort Elite, it has a lumbar support. Now I'm going to show you the pillow tilt. Now normally on an adjustable bed you would put a pillow behind your head if you're going to sit up, to tilt your head forward. But this model has pillow tilt. So I can actually get rid of the pillow, you know, because if you have a pillow behind your head, let's say for example, normal bed, you got a pillow behind your head, you lean forward to reach for something, the pillow is going to fall, then you've got to readjust the pillow, okay? This Prodigy has pillow tilt. Now I've got the remote control, I'm going to just use the remote control for the second. Now it's going to tilt the pillow forward, supposedly to support your pillow, support your head. Now I'm really tall, I'm 6'1", so this bed tends to be a little, you know, but if let's say you're 5'6", 8", your head would be more in line with the pillow. The pillow tilt does tilt forward, because I'm sitting in the bed normal right now, so my head is above the head of this because I'm tall. But let's say you're shorter. Now the pillow is tilted forward, and you know, you wouldn't need a pillow behind you. Kind of a nice feature. Now this is the Comfort Elite. The Comfort Elite also has lumbar support. So you've got a lumbar here, and you press that, and you're going to feel the lumbar lift underneath the lumbar of your back. Now I'm a little high in it to feel it correctly. Yeah, about right there. Oops, wrong way. There we go. And so it's giving me a little lumbar support. It's a little nicer to have the lumbar support. You can really feel the lumbar through this 9-inch latex mattress because the latex is very stretchable, flexible. If you were to use a traditional inner spring on this, you wouldn't feel it as well. I personally am not a big fan of the lumbar support, but it does work. Sitting in this, I think it feels better not to have a lumbar support. And I'm one, by the way, who, well, maybe a little lumbar support. So I take it back. A little lumbar support's kind of nice. And I'm one who likes lumbar in the seats of my car. So this Comfort Elite gives you independent pillow tilt control and independent lumbar support. So you can control how much pillow, tilt if any you want some, and how much lumbar support you want, if you want it. This bed automatically comes with the underbed lights. It automatically comes with adjustable legs. This bed is also controllable with an app on your phone, both Android and iPhone. Now, it also gives you extra programmable positions. I mean, you get programmable positions in the remote, you get 2. In the app, you get 4. Most people are going to find they only need 2. You have a sleep timer with the app on the phone, which means you can set a time as to when you want the bed to go to your sleep position or go flat. Also has a wake timer, which means the bed can vibrate to wake you up in the morning. I find some people may use it, some people may not. You know, the overwhelming majority of my customers are interested in just a basic adjustable bed. If you want a few extra nice features, very quiet bed, doesn't make a lot of noise, like the Escape doesn't make a lot of noise. You obviously want something that makes less noise. If your spouse is asleep and you move the bed, you don't want to make a lot of noise, you might wake them up. Obviously you want it to be a little quieter. Leggett and Platt is very good at making a quiet bed. Under bed light, I think I mentioned USB ports. So this bed has everything except tilt. Now, of course, I want to talk to you about what tilt is. I only have one model of adjustable beds that have a tilt feature, and that feature is something that you may be very interested in. So let me go to the next bed. It is the Glideaway Odessa. Glideaway is the manufacturer, Odessa is the make, and it's got a feature that no other bed that I know of has. Very sweet feature. So let's go there, if you don't mind. This is the Odessa by Glideaway. Glideaway is the manufacturer, Odessa is the particular model that I'm on. Glideaway makes several different models, but this is the top of the line by Glideaway. It's called the Odessa. This bed pretty much has every single feature you could ever imagine to have an adjustable bed. The only thing that's missing is the lumbar support. You know, I talked to you about the Leggett and Platt Prodigy Comfort Elite that has the lumbar. This does not have lumbar, but everything else it has. And it has one other thing that may be of interest to you. I get a lot of people that come to my store and they're inquiring about adjustable beds, and they were telling me they needed to be elevated at night for health reasons, for acid reflux or something like that. And I realized very quickly that if you raise the head of a bed, like this one here it comes. For the elevation, you can't sleep on your side that's curving your spine. If you need elevation and you get a traditional type adjustable bed, it forces you to sleep on your back to get elevation. Well, what makes this one different is that you can sleep on your side and have elevation. This bed tilts. Let me show you. Now I'm using an app on my phone to control this bed. You can control this bed with a remote control. The remote control is actually an accessory when you buy this bed, because they're expecting either you to use the app on your phone, or this is actually Wi-Fi compatible, which I'll show you in a minute. But anyway, I'm using the app on my phone. Watch. This bed tilts. So now I have elevation, and I can still sleep on my side without curving my spine. So I picked up this particular model by Glideaway for the tilt feature. Now it still does raise the head of the bed in addition to tilt. So I can still raise the head, I can still raise the feet, like most of the other adjustable beds. But you know, a whole lot of people sleep on their sides that need elevation. The tilt feature makes this bed work for them. This bed is also a full wall hugger. So as you raise the head of the bed up, the bed is moving backwards, keeps you closer to your nightstand. Under bed light, USB ports, memory, 2 memory positions, 0 gravity's programmed in. All this is on the app. All this is on the remote control that you can buy if you want to operate it by remote control. Sleep timers. It even has a flashlight. Fascinating feature. Massage, wave. You can massage the legs, you can massage the torso, you can do the wave like I've talked about in some of the other adjustable beds. I mean, literally this bed does everything. And the tilt feature. Now there's one other thing this bed does that is quite unique. Now you're going to see more of this in the future with more and more beds, because it's relatively easy to equip beds with these features, and that is Wi-Fi. Now why Wi-Fi? I'm going to raise this up a little bit, make it a little more comfortable as I'm demonstrating this. Why Wi-Fi? Well, occasionally I get somebody who needs an adjustable bed, who's bedridden, who's a quadriplegic or paraplegic, blind or something like that, and need an adjustable bed. Well, you can control this bed by voice command. Now hopefully you've heard of the Amazon Alexa. She's there on my nightstand there, and you can tell the bed what to do through the Alexa. Now you have to have a little cheat sheet, and obviously you will learn the different commands to get the bed to do what you want it to do. So the cheat sheet are the commands you use. Eventually you learn and memorize the specific ones you want. So let me give you an example. Alexa, turn on Odessa, elevate.
Okay.
And you can see it's elevating. And now it elevates all the way to the top. It's going to go way up. So this thing has a lot of tilt. The other thing is like 0 gravity. It's pre-programmed in. You can reprogram it. Alexa, turn on Odessa, 0 gravity.
Okay.
So now it's going to move into the pre-programmed 0 gravity position. You can command it to go flat. You can command it to go to your favorite sleep position just by voice. If you don't know what the Alexa is, there's several different models. The starting model of Alexa is about $50 on Amazon or at Best Buy, and you hook it up to your home Wi-Fi network, and then you set it up to communicate with this bed, and you can control the bed just by voice command. I mean, let's say for example, I've demonstrated other beds that have an under bed light, and of course I've said you have to find your way to find the remote control off your nightstand and then find the button to turn on the underbed light. Well, you could use the Alexa to command it to turn on it. Alexa, turn on Odessa light.
Okay.
Now, assuming it turned on the light under the bed. You know, it does this by command. Now, obviously, you have to get the commands exactly right according to the cheat sheet. If you don't say it right, it's not going to work. Alexa, turn off Odessa light.
Okay.
And of course, the light went off. You may like that feature. It's a little bit of work to get it all set up because you have to get your bed to communicate with your Wi-Fi. You have to get the Amazon Alexa to communicate with Wi-Fi, and then you have to get it to download the app on your phone, and then download the commands. It takes a little bit of work to do all that. Once you get it all set up, it seems to work fine. Again, this is the Glideaway Odessa. Now, this is a full wall hugger model. Glideaway makes two other lesser expensive beds that will tilt. I would only recommend maybe going with the Accord. The Accord does what this bed does, but is not a wall hugger. You may not need a wall hugger, so why pay for the more expensive bed that's full wall hugger if you don't need it? Now, you can also, in the Accord, the lesser expensive model than the Odessa here, is if you want Wi-Fi compatibility, it's a component that you have to buy. Otherwise, it automatically comes with a remote control. So the Odessa is a little different. It does not come with a remote control, assuming that you're going to use an app or on your phone through Bluetooth or Wi-Fi through the Alexa, so that you're not paying for the remote control. But if you want to get a little bit lesser expensive bed that tilts, you want the Accord. If you want it to tilt and be Wi-Fi where you can use the Alexa, then obviously you'd have to buy the component. So I hope this has been helpful. Very nice bed. It's fairly quiet. It's not as quiet as some of the Leggett Platt beds, but it does some things that you may find useful. In case you don't know what the Amazon Alexa is, Alexa, what is the weather?
Right now in Roanoke, it's 48 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Tonight's forecast has clouds with a low of 33 degrees.
Very neat. You can actually, if you have a phone, you put the Alexa app on your phone, you can be working in your kitchen and you can tell the Alexa your grocery list. And then when you go to the grocery store, you can pull the grocery list up on your phone. It's there with you. And you didn't have to write nothing down. You just tell it. And then sometimes it's kind of fun. I know it does a whole lot more stuff if you don't know what that is. If you get into it, go to Amazon, Amazon.com, look up Alexa and learn all about it. Hey Alexa, tell me a joke.
How do you win over a chocolate lover? Keep some twigs up your sleeves.
Alexa, tell me a Jimmy Fallon joke.
Jimmy, take it away.
What is a horse's favorite band? Stall and Oates.
Pretty stupid, but anyway, you can ask it jokes. Okay, this is the last bed I want to show you. I want to demonstrate to you. This is the Rize Contemporary II. Now the Rize Contemporary II is no longer made. It has been replaced by the Rize Contemporary III. Now I don't have the Rize Contemporary III on my showroom yet. I still have the Rize II, but I can demonstrate to you the Rize Contemporary III by this model, because this model and the Contemporary III have a feature that no other bed has. Now you see that I have the legs elevated. I want to show you what else this bed can do. I can lower the legs back down to zero, or down to flat. Now there is flat. This bed does one other thing. It goes below flat. The legs drop. This is called the lounge feature. Now, if you sit up and watch TV in bed, you may enjoy the lounge feature. More like a recliner, I guess you could say. So if you're watching TV, you may like the lounge feature. The Contemporary II and Contemporary III both have this feature. Now, the Contemporary III is improved over this model, the Contemporary II. Two things. The Contemporary III now has lumbar support, as I've already demonstrated to you if you've seen the video on the Leggett and Platt Prodigy Comfort Elite that has a lumbar support. This also has lumbar support. Secondly, the Contemporary III can be controlled with an app on your phone through voice command. So, since I don't have the Contemporary III, I can't show you exactly how that works on this video. Once I have the Contemporary III, I'll update this video to show the voice command. But you can control the bed without having to pick up a remote. You can simply tell it what to do through the app on the phone. Third thing, the Contemporary II has pillow tilt. The Contemporary III does not have pillow tilt. Well, you might say, why is that improvement? Well, in the Contemporary II, in this model, the pillow tilt is integrated, which means as soon as you raise the head of the bed, the pillow tilts forward. Well, what if you don't want the pillow tilt? It already tilts for you. I think that's a poor design. One of the problems with the Prodigy, Leggett and Platt Prodigy 2.0 Plus is they gave you lumbar support, but they took out the independent pillow tilt and made it integrated. And I don't even demonstrate that bed because I don't like integrated pillow tilt. Well, this model has integrated pillow tilt. The Contemporary III has no pillow tilt. I'd prefer, and I think most people would prefer, a bed that doesn't have pillow tilt as opposed to one that has integrated pillow tilt where you don't have a choice in it, it's already tilted forward. Now, having shown you about the Rize Contemporary II, I am on this bed with a particular type of mattress. This is a hybrid mattress. I want to raise the feet back up to the raised position like most adjustable beds. Because this is a drop feature, because I want to show you something about the mattress. Alright, so the feet are coming back up to an elevated position. Now, when you go in most mattress stores, they're likely going to show you an adjustable bed with a mattress that's a hybrid of some sort that's quilted. Now, you can see, let me raise the head of the bed up a little bit more. This bed is quilted. It has this quilt material, and when you raise the head of the bed up, it creates these the quilt buckles up and creates these rolls in the seat position. It's not terribly bad, but it's also not perfectly good either. You will feel some of this buckling in the mattress when you're sitting on it. So I don't think that a quilted mattress is ideal for an adjustable bed. This is why I do not quilt my mattresses. Several reasons, but one of the other reasons is so that you don't get this buckling that's typical with hybrid quilted mattresses. If you haven't seen my mattress education video, I highly encourage you. Do not buy an adjustable bed or a mattress until you've seen that video. It's a comprehensive, complete mattress education video. It's over an hour long. I'm going to teach you about marketing gimmicks, sales gimmicks, warranty gimmicks, inferior materials versus superior materials that a bed should be made of, especially when you're talking about an adjustable bed. I'm going to teach you about the fire retardant chemicals in our mattresses, so if you haven't seen that video, you'd better go see it. The praises I get from my customers is amazing because they really do realize that they've gotten solid information from that video. So before you buy an adjustable bed, you kind of need to see the the mattress education video, okay? Now, I'm necessarily a man who's in the business of sleep. I sell mattresses and adjustable beds to people that are trying to improve their sleep. And of course, there's a lot of factors, tons of factors that go into whether or not someone sleeps well and what's causing them not to sleep. The surface you sleep on obviously is a huge factor. There's millions of other factors, perhaps. Now I want to share something with you, or leave you with something that I think is valuable. I think it's very valuable to sleep with a clear conscience. I had a great aunt, great aunt, that told me something very wise. She said, "Do not do things you'll regret, because regret is hard to live with." Now she put a lot of emphasis on hard. I never knew what it was that she did in her life that gave her some regret. But I take her advice as serious. Because if you live with a regret, you probably are living with a guilty conscience. And if you want to sleep, you need a clear conscience. So don't do things you'll regret. Take my great aunt's advice. Don't do things you'll regret, because it's hard to live with. Just a little piece of advice that I wanted to leave you with, so that you will sleep better as well. I'm not saying that you have a guilty conscience. Most of us don't. But just a great piece of advice that came from my great aunt, and her name was Hazel. I love that woman for that piece of advice, and I've taken it seriously and just want to share it with you. Okay, well, if you're interested in our adjustable beds, please, I'm sure you're going to have more questions, because I can't possibly cover everything that's feasible to answer all your questions in a video. Otherwise, this video would be 4 hours long. So give us a call. We have a toll-free number, 855-502-8453. That's toll-free, 855-50-BUILD, B-U-I-L-D. And why build? Because my website is buildyourownmattress.com, or you can go to mattresseducation.net to see my other videos and to find out how to contact us. We have 3 showrooms, 3 retail showrooms, one in Roanoke, Virginia, one in Richmond, Virginia, and one in Raleigh, North Carolina, where you can come and check out our beds. We do ship all over the country. Shipping is included in our prices. We try to make it as easy for our customers as possible. I want to tell you this, real quick. Lots of companies offer white glove delivery service of the adjustable beds. Now, I can offer you white glove in-home delivery and setup. I don't advise it. Here's why. Any company that's offering you in-home delivery and setup, you have to understand it's out of their hands. In my case, I've had several situations where a customer paid a little extra to get in-home delivery and setup of the bed. Well, the in-home delivery and setup, I turn over to Leggett and Platt or one of the manufacturers, and they contract another company to set up a local moving company where you live, which is a 4th company to do the setup. What happens is my customers call me, when am I getting my bed? And I can't find that information out. And so anybody that's offering white glove delivery service anywhere in the country, what you're going to run into is you can't find out when you're getting your bed until the end company that does the delivery actually calls you and says, "We're ready to do delivery and setup." So what happens is my customers have gotten very angry with me because I can't give them definitive information when they're getting their bed. I have no way of obtaining that, and neither does any other retailer of adjustable beds. So you're going to get frustrated because you can't find out when you're getting your bed. What we offer is free delivery. That means it will be shipped via freight, basically to your door, your carport, or your garage. They will wheel it off of the truck, put it in your garage, or bring it to your front door. That does not set it up in your bed. You have to understand, the only challenge with an adjustable bed is moving it. Setting it up is easy. Once you have it in the bedroom, a 10-year-old could set it up. If you want to save money and know when your bed's going to arrive, you do not want in-home delivery and setup. You want us to just ship it to your door. What that means is, of course, you'll have to arrange for, if you can't do it yourself, you have to arrange for somebody to help you bring it into your house and carry it to your bedroom and then set it up for you. It'll save you money, it will save you headache, and you won't be mad at me because I can't get you any information as to when you're getting it. I hope that makes sense. I hope to earn your business. Want to sell a quality product. There's tons of Chinese-made products out there I refuse to sell. There's junk, giveaway type adjustable beds. What I have shown you in this video is quality products and demonstrated what they do and how they will benefit you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to earn your business. My name is Lee Carter, and I'm president of Sleep Essentials.